Hi, welcome to this edition of Aquatic Australia. I'm your host, Sharky Jones, and today we're diving with Perth Ocean divers on board Blue Destiny dive boat from Perth Scuba. Our first site is the Shark Cave. It's at the extreme west end of Rottnest, and there was a strong swell and surface current on this site. Our anchor was placed about 30 metres to the west of the Shark Cave, and after a short swim east, we started to see the large, square, tabular piece of rock that sticks up, forming the roof of this large cave. We swim around the north of the Shark Cave and then go in at the side. The entrance is at the east and west. And as we enter, we also see in the ceiling there's a large circular skylight in the roof that lets in beams of light that illuminate all the fish. Today, due to the swell and the current, we didn't go very far inside the east side. Instead, we swam around the south and entered the west side where it was much calmer, and we came across a large blue groper. Underneath our groper, you see a couple of yellow and blue and black little fish. These are called cleaner wrasse. And what is actually happening is he's taking the fish equivalent of a shower right now as the wrasse go round him, picking off tiny parasites. Inside the cave today, though, we didn't see any sharks, unfortunately. There was one in there that some of the other guys on rebreathers and cave equipment saw right at the bottom of the cave. And running low on air, we head back to the west and surface for our next dive. Our second site is in the southeast of Rottnest, and it's called Crystal Palace. Apparently given this name because of the large numbers of caves with light beaming in as if through crystal at different places. On this second dive, we're joined by Emily, who's to be my buddy. She hasn't dived for about a year, but after 5 minutes, it's like riding a bicycle and she's back happily diving again. We start off on sand, but quickly move back to a large wall about 10 meters in height. We spend a lot of time along the wall and then go back over into the top swell zone where we find there's a lot more going on. We spot a leather jacket, one of my favorite fish. There's a whole family of them, but they're always interesting to see, but he doesn't stay with us long. Soon we find some caves, and inevitably in the caves we find the western blue devilfish. The site is riddled with caverns and caves and swim-throughs and canyons. First of all, we start going through a few canyons and then build up into going through some more narrow swim-throughs. Inside we can see the dappled blue light coming in the different entrances of the cave that gives this site its name. But we always go through swim-throughs only where we can see a way out, and this way we come out through a large 2-meter hole in the roof, never staying in an overhead environment. And as we come out the roof, we find ourselves at the top of the reef, suddenly flying over 40-foot cliffs with beautiful visibility. Now at the top of the reef, we move inland over the 9-meter top of the reef up to 6 meters, where we see vast schools of pomfrets. And there's nothing divers like better than big schools of fish that they can swim through. When you swim through a school of fish and they part effortlessly around you, unscared, there's nothing better in diving. You feel accepted as part of the shoal, and quite often they'll stay all around you. It's the nearest thing you can feel to being a fish, or as Jacques Cousteau said, a man-fish. Sitting up the top of the reef at about 6 to 9 meters, we could literally stay there all day, except even at that shallow depth our air does eventually run low, and reluctantly we're forced to put an end to the dive. Thanks for joining us again on Aquatic Australia, and tune in for the next one. We hope we'll see you again soon.